the matrix actually fills in. This is really cool to me. I'm excited to share this with you. Your position is at the top, no matter what, where you, what, who enrolls you, no matter what situation's going on. You're the top of your business. It doesn't make a difference if you get started a year from now or was the very first person. You only have two positions, a left position and a right position. This position on your left only has two positions, a left position and a right position. Don't misunderstand the way the matrix works. Every person starts at the top of their business with a person to the left and a person to the right. Unlike a binary, you are not paid on a percentage of your left and your right. It's your total matrix. Everything that is going on below you is the exact same thing for everybody else. So I'm just going to add another level to showcase this one more time. So this person right here only has a position to their left and to the right. We'll make this smaller so we can fill these in. And this person, will just duplicate this. Only has a person to the left and to the right. And then we'll take both those, duplicate it again, and give it to these people over here. And make it look like that. And so that's the way that works. What's cool about spillover is that I didn't know this until today. So spillover, let's say that I, the person at the top, enroll my first person. They're right here to the left. And then I enroll another person, and we're going to put them over here on the right. And these two people, if they enrolled a person, it would be, let's say that this top person right here enrolls somebody, that would be my level 2. This person, it's their level 1, and it's for me, it's my level 2. They created this person. This person right here created this person. What happens is that if I enroll my next person, it does not go here, which is the wildest thing I've seen, but it is because this person already has somebody here. My next person would go here. So we're going to take this guy right here, copy this, put it over here. We're going to drop him in this place. What happens is that the automatic distribution is trying to be fair, so that if this person already has a person, it's not going to give them one, because it's actually trying to help everybody. So let's say that I enroll 5 more people. Let's just say 5 more people. So I'm going to make 5 more of my little guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to move those out so I can have access to them. That did not give me enough. So on the next spillover round, because I on the next placement, if I do put somebody in the pre-enrollment and they sign up and they join the next week, it will count the spaces again and then give this person the next spot. And then this person would go in this spot, and then this person would go down here in this spot, and then this person would go in this spot, and then this person would go in this spot. It tries to be fair to give spillover to everyone, not just the in a row. But it does have to come back and fill in spaces if this person didn't put anybody in, because their first person would have gone here. So let's say that was a person that was their person. We're going to make them blue. So this person, no, I'm sorry, I apologize. This person would have been orange, because that is already a color. That's their color. So if they put those 2 people in, they're great. My spillover could not go in their first line because they're full. So it's got to skip to the next available spots. So hopefully this helps you guys understand how the matrix is actually filling to help everyone. It's not just going to benefit whoever is got the most spillover, the most team. But I will bring up this as a secondary point. If let's get rid of this guy right here. If you are a leader and you go out and you start sponsoring everybody, and you keep sponsoring people. So this person, we're going to change his color to orange so we can see how they're going. This person has already filled in their level 2. So this is their first level. This is their level 2. This is my level 3. If I enroll any more people, I can't help them on their level 2. There's no place to put them. If this happens again, and let's try to make this fill in the blank a little bit better. It's going to be hard. If they keep going down that level and they're filling in their people's people, my people can't, the spillover that's happening by anybody else is only going to be happening through their level if there's available spaces. This next spot, if this person finally enrolls somebody, let's make them purple, and their very next spot is going to be right here. And if the crazy part is, let's see if I can copy this. I'll make it a little confusing for this process. These people can only be spilled over from here. These two can only be spilled over from here. So everyone's matrix is their own matrix. But the person who's at the top, these people can fill in everything in this whole line. Oh, where'd this line go? Like everything that's in this line. This person can go down this whole line, and then would you stop with the thing? Why is it doing that? Down this line. Now, because this is separate right here, that line exists. These two matrices are separate, but not for the people above them. Does that make sense? This is going to keep going wide, but it's never going to connect to these two. So I hope that makes sense. These two people have their own separate matrices. This person has its own separate matrix. These two people have their own separate matrix, but it's all tied back in through the lineage. This is the power line. It's like every single person's tied to the power line collective. So let's see if this helps anybody. If you have any questions, let me know. Platinum leader with Live Good, and today I want to talk about something that's come up a lot already. So many of us have been in this business now for approximately the maximum 11 weeks, and I've been in this business about 6 weeks. So the question keeps coming up, why haven't I got spillover? And I'm going to try to explain this and make this very, very easy to understand why you haven't received spillover. And you're not ending the sentence with yet. The answer is yet. But the reality is, I'm going to show you why you didn't so far. So every single person, once again, I've tried to make sure that everybody understands this. Every person starts with two people, you and your person to your left and the person to your right. So sorry about the paint, but this is how we're going to have to do this for right now. So every single person does this. So on level 1, you've got 2 people. Once on level 2, you've got 4 people. So we're going to draw the 4 people. That's 4 people. Level 3 is 8 people because it doubles because of the compound. And you can already see that I'm not going to be able to draw this much farther. So there's this many people. This matrix is going to keep going. It's going to keep going and going and going. And there's going to be 16 people, 32 people, 64 people, 128, 512, 1024, 2048. This is 2048 people on this level. This level is 2, 4, 8, 16. I'm doing this with a mouse, so excuse my So 128 and 256. All right. So these levels are going to keep coming across. That's a good straight line. There's another one. 64, 128, 256, 1,024 people. All right. So let's say that a leader comes in, and let's say at this level right here. So this is my fourth or my sixth person, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth person. And this person has their left and their right people right here. So that's their two people. So everything that happens inside of this matrix is still within their matrix. So if what happens with this person's business is going to spill into their business, what happens with this person's business is going to spill into both this person and everything that's down here. And then if this person has, let's say he comes off of this line over here, because this person has two people also. And so now this person spill over once they get into their matrix, because their matrix now sits a little outside of this one, right? Because they're not in the same exact scenario. Because this person isn't going to spill over into this person. That's not the way it works. It follows the sponsors. So spillover follows the sponsors. So let's say this person right here takes off and they start building fast. So they literally fill these two positions, their 4 positions. They fill their 8 positions, all the way down through their matrix, right? They fill those positions up. Now all those positions that are on the 16th level, they're already filled up. So this person's spillover is now filling in the holes, so that there was nobody here, there was nobody on this level, there's nobody on this level, there's nobody on this level. They're filling up all these holes, but this leader came in and filled all these holes already. So there's no spillover to go there. So if you were placed, let's say, in the matrix in this person's spot, all the way down to say level, I don't know. Remember, this person's matrix is 2, and then 4, and then 8. So they're already on level 8, but that's my 32. So this is the level 32 for this guy. This guy right here, that's his level 32. So he has 32 people that's got to be filled in before he can even get to these positions. So a runner is building their team inside this matrix. This person's volume or people that he puts in place will never go into a place because the spots are already filled up. And then by the time that his volume eventually, his or her volume, gets to, say, level, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, level 6 alone, there's still 64 people in that leg or in that level. So the volume from your leader has already put you in a place where you're so much farther down into the tree. But guess what, guys? This is the crazy part to me that people seem to miss. Like, we've been in this 10 minutes, literally minutes of time compared to what, the company's, we're doing 11 weeks at this moment. And there are people who are frustrated that they haven't gotten spillover because they got put on a team where the leader took off running, and they put them in a spot, and they're, say, down here on the 64th level. And then their 2 people that they put in are on the 128th level of the upline. So they have to wait till there's 128 people spilled over to get just to match this level. And then below that, there are 4 people that are on, they're now on 256. So that means 256 people have to come into that leg. And then once those 2 people are filled up, and then they have four people or each or two. I'm sorry, two each themselves. They're now on the 1024 level. Guys, spillover has to go someplace. So as all these people are growing their business, it's going to fill in these levels inside this your upline or your sponsors matrix. There's no place that it can't, like, it has to go somewhere. And inside of this upline's matrix, everybody is building this whole thing. Everybody. So inside of this matrix that your sponsors in, your those lines are filling up. But it's going to take time for, I mean, we're growing by about 30 people a day inside the team. But remember, if this person right here decides that they're going to be a runner and they're filling in the matrix themselves, it's it has to wait until those spots are available to put. If this spot's empty, this spot's empty, this spot's empty, it's got to fill in those spots first. So if you were placed on the 256th level because your sponsor ran hard and they went down and put in hundreds of people, guess what? You're going to be down here waiting for spillover until, and it has to come. Like, I guarantee that I believe that there are going to be people who get in and sit there, and over the next 2 3 years, if you're waiting for spillover, like, I don't even understand the thought process at this at this level of being frustrated by spillover, because every person is worth a quarter at the moment. At the moment. Now, when you have 128 quarters, when you get this whole level filled, that's starting to feel pretty good. When this level gets completely filled and there's 256 quarters, that's pretty good. But if you're already on level 32, your 4 quarters or your 2 quarters for spillover at level 64 isn't the same as this guy's 64 quarters at this level and 32 quarters at this level. Guys, stop waiting for spillover and literally run hard and build your launch your team so that your matrix fills up faster, because the more people you personally enroll in these spots, it's only going to make your matrix grow faster than waiting. Like, I'm just going to put this out there. Like, this is not like a free handout. Your sponsors out there working, they're trying to fill up as much as they possibly can, but you got to work hard. This is easily the best compensation plan for people who want to go to work. For people who want to just sit there, I mean, it's going to take a while, but I guarantee that it's going to work. I guarantee that there's going to be people who enroll. This guy right here is going to roll, do nothing, and eventually his 16 that level is going to fill up because the sponsor's doing a bunch of work, and the 32 level is going to fill up because the sponsor's doing a bunch of work, and the 16. This is going to all fill up, and it's just going to take time. And this person eventually is going to have 1,020 or 1,000 or $2,047.50 after 8,000 people fill into this matrix. Like, this logic it makes complete sense to me. So this next level is 4,000, whatever that number is. What's 48 times 2? I don't know. 80, 96, 4,096. That's what it is. That's it. That's the bottom level. That's 12. So that's the 12th level. And when you add all this up, that is 8,000 people. And this level, and that's the bottom level for level 12 people. So, but if depending on where you are in this spot, you're farther down on because you've been pushed down to that level. Your 12 is waiting for spillover from all these people who are on these levels. And guess what? You get to level 15, 16 down here, your sponsor's not even getting paid off that. That's not, I mean, that's outside of the effort. So, guys, I just wanted to point out why you're not getting spillover? The answer is yet. Literally yet. And you cannot be worried about it. You have to just be worried about adding more people. Adding more people fills in the spots, and it's going to help grow your business. So, guys, I'm Curry Russell. Talk to you soon.